The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First play's a run with Nwangu. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They go play action. Cousins. He'll get this to Nwangu. He's got room past the 30. Now he's free to midfield. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Well, he can certainly be a big asset in this passing game. He proves it right there. He makes the catch out of the backfield, and then off he goes.
And this is something this defense is going to have to account for as this game goes on. He's a space player. They want to get him out in the open field and let him make his move. So if you're going to stick with him, you've got to make sure you plaster him, as they like to say, on the defensive side of the ball. Otherwise, he'll burn you as he just did there.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. But the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a 1st down.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
From the red zone now, Cousins. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Trace McSorley, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are on the board first here this afternoon. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Wentz bringing the Commanders up for 1st and 10 at about the 32. To throw, it's Wentz. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. And they get to him right out of the gate. And this defense hoping that that's a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah, when you give up a first-play sack, makes your quarterback wonder if he's going to go to the sidelines and talk with his offense coordinator and head coach and say, hey, you know that game plan we put together? We might need to change it right now.
After the sack on 1st down, Wentz under pressure again, and down he goes again. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, it's apparent that these guys are getting after it right from the opening kickoff. They roll right downfield and score on their first possession. And here on defense, back-to-back sacks. Someone is ready to play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Zadarius Smith. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Take it at the 37. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Throwing is Cousins. Over the middle, complete. It's Cook. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A first carry here for Kene Nwangu. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Running for it. Here's Cook. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins goes right back to Smith again. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They wanted to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit in the first quarter. Now they are set up 1st and goal.
They'll look to run with Nwangu, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kene Nwangu, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Washington. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Now a dump off here complete, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Cousins on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now it's 3rd and 4.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage, because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Cousins. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harris. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
To the flat, that's complete to his running back. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now Cook running right. And he's going to be stopped close to the 1st down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 31. They'll run. Here's Cook. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. On 4th down, here's McSorley. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kene Nwangu with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. 1-7 their record here at the midway point of the season, and right now this organization, more than likely if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves, but with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So's the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Once more, Gibson. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Wentz. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On the draw, it's Gibson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Commanders have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for, and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down. Got exactly what they wanted there out of the RPO and had the defense out of position.
One word for you there. Excellent. Because he read all the keys properly, made the right decision, and look at the result. Pretty substantial gain.
Cousins throwing quickly out for Jefferson. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On play action, Cousins. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Cook following the penalty. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Trace McSorley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
Now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And got his man complete. A huge play there for Washington. 55 yards.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run with Gibson. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Wentz. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Commanders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it right around the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Play fake. Cousins. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Cousins' throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. To the air again, it's Cousins. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Joseph's got it, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession. Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Wentz and the Commanders staring down a 3rd and long now after that sack. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's brought down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Kene Nwangu. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On play action, Wentz. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wentz, and pressure coming, and they got him once again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Taking a shot for Samuel. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about development.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Now this offense, yeah, they keep wanting more, but they kind of got to be careful here, CD. I mean, we're still in the 3rd quarter. This game isn't over yet.
I would agree with you there because while they've had all kinds of success and hit on some deep balls like this, the one thing they can't do is start to get loose with the football. A lot of time left, as you mentioned, and if they keep turning it over, they'll bring them back into the game.
Here's Gibson to start the drive. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Gibson again. Room here to run. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Play action. Now Wentz. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel. 39 yards. And the Commanders get a bit closer. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
On second and inches, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Open man, once again, it's Thielen. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with second and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Second and 12. Here's McSorley to throw. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. So that now back-to-back drive CD that have ended with an interception.
Now, I don't know about you, but I'd call my quarterback over, put an arm around him, and say, hey, take a look at the scoreboard. We're playing with a lead. Let's be smarter about what we're doing out there.
They'll try to run with Gibson. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. Shotgun now for Wentz. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Throwing now is Wentz. This a quick slant, and he's got Terry McLaurin. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's fourth and goal. Sly able to put this one through. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but a starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them...
They'll come up now second and 4 from the 31. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now McSorley. That's dropped underneath to Nwangu. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
The gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 44-yard line.
Working with a 2nd and 3. And that's incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Now a throw here to his running back. He'll get it inside the 20. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 19. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Kene Nwangu punching it in from a yard away. And the Vikings add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
On play action, it's Wentz. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. Eluding the pressure right. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he is going to lose yardage here.
A 3-yard loss on the play. It's 4th down.
Now Wentz got to have this one. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Up the middle, Nwangu. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. His Cousins will just pop this forward. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Handoff right side to Nwangu. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kene Nwangu. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are poised to move to 8-0 as they extend their lead even further. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Wentz now on 1st down. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Wentz going to throw. Thomas brings it in. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
From the red zone now, Wentz. Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there. A touchdown on a kick return, and now one through the air. And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead will be cut down to 14. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now a give running right, Nwangu. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, they're off.